What's up, everybody? It's your boy Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dot himself. Listen, I'm gonna have a quick live feed. You know, you're like, dang, D, you up in the middle of the night, but yeah, your boy been humping at it. Get a lot of stuff taken care of today. But we'll have a quick discussion in regards to don't quit entrepreneurship, how to stay motivated, and how to avoid burnout. A lot of people want to go down the road of entrepreneurship and they get started. And then a lot of times you get that new business owner euphoria. You start making money, you start having successes, everything's going great. Next thing you know, the money start coming, the money starts slowing down. At some point it's not coming in, but your bill's still going. Everybody don't have that same energy towards you that you had when you first, you first start your business. Everybody's, reposting your stuff, they're sharing your stuff, good job. Some folks even buying your stuff, acquiring some of your services. Then after a while, that stuff disappears. And you're like, man, what's going on, right? You wonder, did you do the right thing? Was it smart to start this business? Is it a business that, you probably could have did something else with? All kind of, negative thoughts going to your head. Depending on who you talk to, you might get the wrong advice in regards to what you, should have done, or maybe other things you could do. But regardless, it's very, very easy when you go down the road of entrepreneurship to get into a funk. All the time, everybody's always saying, hey, listen, man, you want to be your own boss, go do this, go do that. You want to generate wealth, you want to be free, whatever. And people start their business up. And I think everybody gives all the positive reasons why you should start your own business, why you should be your own boss. But seldom do people give you the negatives about doing it. Why is that? Because we know majority of businesses don't last, really, to be honest with you, past a year. So a lot of times when people try to give advice, they give advice of what they think or what they heard in regard to what they've experienced. So that's why we're going to have a discussion tonight in regards to entrepreneurship. You're talking to somebody that's, my main business, Majestic Business Services. We celebrated 21 years in business this year. And with that, there's been a whole lot of BS that I went over the years, a whole lot of, right there on the ledge, ready to damn jump, strike the match and everything. Heartaches, divorce, all that kind of stuff went through in the whole process, and through it all, we stayed down and kept everything moving. And even in the process of that, there was some other businesses that I started, even some things still going on. But through it all, I pretty much have kept pretty much the same, format or blueprint in regards to how to avoid, complacency, boredom, self-doubt, and things like that. You human, you're gonna feel a certain way when things don't go the way you wanted to go, or not going as fast or in the direction that you think it should go when you first go into entrepreneurship or when you're in business in general. But again, I'm going to give you guys my blueprint that will help me stay in the game, over the years, and be able to kind of circumvent a lot of, some of your negative pitfalls a lot of people want to get into entrepreneurship they encounter. Again, I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. Tonight we're streaming live. We're discussing I'm about to have a damn brain cramp. Don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, and how to avoid burnout, okay? We're streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter, right? Whatever platform you guys are looking at, appreciate you tuning in. Our main platform is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel, where we got over 400 videos covering business, personal finance, business, entrepreneurship, and investing. Again, I appreciate you tuning in, whatever platform you're in, but make sure you get to the YouTube channel, Mr. Short Dollar. Over 400 videos on the channel. We got a grant playlist with over 150 grant opportunities covering all kinds of different business, entrepreneurship, and personal finance investing subjects for you guys to take advantage of. But again, I want to have this conversation with you guys in regards to, don't quit being an entrepreneur. A lot of times, let me one little quick sip, guys. A lot of times, when you get that new business license, LLC paperwork, tax ID number, get your website, social media stuff up and everything. It's this whole big world of everybody posting what they do. I see the brothers and sisters, they got a clothing lines, the landscaping business, nails, hair, everything, and it's cool, man. And I love that new business owner, entrepreneur energy. Like I said, I've been in the game over 20 years, so I know how hard it is to start, but I also know how extremely difficult it is to maintain and stay in business, right? So this is a conversation for all you guys that have took the leap to start your own business, be it you're doing it part-time with your job, which is great, or doing it full-time, by yourself with no other means of income going in but that, which is great as well. But I want to have a discussion with you guys because sooner or later, at some point in time, you will hit a brick wall, and that brick wall will have all kind of different things that it's going to be telling you as soon as you smack it, right? We all know we've seen Pink Panther. When Pink Panther hit that wall and started sliding down, all kind of things run in. It is for me. It is a good idea, a bad idea, like we talked about earlier. And again, this is a conversation to kind of, and feel free, guys, if you got any questions or comments in regard to what we're talking about, feel free to ask any questions while we're going over it. If you do have any questions on any kind of subject matter outside we're talking about, please just hold on for me. And I promise you, at the end of this discussion, I will open the floor to answer any questions that you guys may have. That may be outside of what we're talking about, that being not quitting being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, and how to avoid burnout. Okay, a lot of times when we start talking about just boredom just is, as an entrepreneur, is easy to get into because what's happening is, we start a business up, we start getting money, we see things are going well. You get, what's called just a routine. You might just go from posting and sharing, or you may just be paying a certain like YouTube, Google, Yelp to do advertising, same thing over and over and over again. And get complacent, get comfortable. It's human nature, right? And you just get tired of it. I can just share this with myself. I was a salon owner 17 years. I own salon suites, pretty much clearing anywhere from over 17-year period, anywhere from $600 to about 22, 24, well, no more than that, 100 a month. That 24 stretch, but on average, let's say around about $1,100, $1,200 a month. Average for the most time during that period. And so, with that said, after a while, I was making money, the money coming easy. Pretty much the business was on autopilot. I just made sure the common area was clean. The ladies had a decent chemistry with each other, and it was cool. The problem came up is I got too damn comfortable. I got too comfortable, the money coming in, and I started neglecting it, right? When I say neglecting it, I wasn't giving it the attention that I should have been giving, or the attention that I was giving to the business when I first started, right? So what happens is, you get a phone call. Hey, Deonte, you didn't come take the trash out. Hey, Deonte, you didn't clean you didn't empty out the hair traps and stuff like that. First time, I'm sorry. After a while, these people are paying you. We did the video before by the customer being right. No, the customer isn't always right, but the customer is what? Always paying you. And you got to understand that concept. When you get so much into yourself, like, man, I do this when I want to, I get to it and everything like that, shit gonna change for you. And so I got into that rut where I just got bored of having a shop, and I closed the salon a couple years back. I probably should have closed that shop 3 or 4 years early. I was going through a divorce and everything, so my head probably wasn't in a proper space it should have been in. But to be honest with you, I probably should have closed it maybe a couple years earlier than I did. And with all that said, it was a classic case of me really trying to make things happen. Was something I really wasn't interested in doing. Was I making money and everything? Like, yeah, I tend to anything I stay with over just even over 6 months, I'm making money with doing it. But complacency and boredom, again, it's not that difficult to run into, right? And so if I probably had a better interest in the business, I probably recharged and went back and did some things differently to kind of keep my motivation. Or what I regret I didn't do was sell the business. And the reason why I didn't sell it, man, I was so damn out of touch with it. I didn't give a damn. I just closed it up. Just to be totally honest, which is crazy as sound. Good news is, ironically, hell, I just sold the last little piece of salon equipment that I did have. I mean, it's crazy we talking about this, but I just got the last little piece of equipment that I had today. Brother came and took that off my hands. But what they say, we start thinking about things like boredom. We talked about earlier, maybe some forms of self-doubt. because again, you get it and you feeling good about yourself. And again, we're talking about, how to not quit being an entrepreneur. I mean, don't quit being an entrepreneur. How to stay motivated and avoid burnout. Self-doubt is something else, because again, it takes a lot of courage to get started. It takes a lot of courage to get started, because you're stepping on some kind of leap of faith. And we start talking about the different levels of entrepreneurship, whereas you got that safety net. You made that level one where you might have your you just put in like a little minimum investment. You may go by like your basic level entrepreneur multi-level marketing course. You may make an investment of a couple $100 and you deciding to do that or not, but it's not that much you're putting out. You got your level two, which is a little bit more, where you may acquire a lease with your business. You may buy a rental property, but you still have some other form of income, i.e. a job or significant other to help you on that, just in case something happens. You got your basic level 3 free fall, where you're just pretty much 100% entrepreneur and you're doing everything yourself. That's the only form of income you have with that particular business. So that's what, depending on where you fall in there, we start talking about that whole self-doubt. Man, if you out here doing this, you don't put some money up, you done kind of took a chance on yourself and stuff. It was at some point, it may have been going great, feeling good, but now she's just going slow. And you try to figure it out, whatever. I go through a lot with the YouTube channels. I mean, nowhere near we're making traction what we're doing. We're doing okay, but we're not doing what we were doing a year ago. So I'm always constantly trying to figure out, what can I do differently? What can I do to engage more people and things like that and stuff. Tax business really as much. I'm kind of like on autopilot because I've been in the game so long, but it's easy to kind of get in, is this right for me? Am I failing? Am I a failure? Basic things. It doesn't mean you're a quitter. You're thinking. And we all human. Again, these kind of thoughts come into our heads. And again, we're talking about how to not, don't quit being an entrepreneur, because you have to go into it knowing that you want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be a business owner. I mean, this is it's a lonely walk. It's a lonely walk. And if you get into being an entrepreneur where you looking for a pat on the back, applause, support, you got your damn mind. I talk a lot about when we start using words like support, we especially dealing with family and friends. Remember, support is the kind of thing that people got various ways to make your support. It may be monetary, it may be words, it may be them right there in the trenches with you, or it just may be like just, hey, knowing, I'm there, or whatever, maybe words. You can't, if you get into a business where your focal point, as far as trying to stay afloat with everything, depending on the type of support you get and everything, you're not going to last too long. Now, ideally, you want to be in a situation where if you go into it with a partner, or just say you're in a household and your family know that you're actually doing certain things to start this walk of entrepreneurship. I get it if things change and people kind of disappear on you. I get that particular part. But on the flip side of it is, you gotta just have enough in you to understand, like, you can't get into it, hoping everybody's gonna stay down with you or continue to see your vision. Because when you start that path of, I want to do my own thing, I want to start my own business up, and everybody's behind you. You just, okay, it's cool. Some people might say, hey, that's on you, try it, whatever. But at the end of the day, we start going and things really ain't happening for you. And now people are like, look, when you gonna let that go? Won't you do something else and everything? Like I used to hear sometimes, when you gonna let the little tax business go, things like that. You have to decide what you want. And what you want may not coincide with what everybody else is envisioning success for you, right? Your vision of success, your vision of you staying down and going through everything is one thing. And how everybody else's perception of what you trying to do can be totally different. So your motivation to be successful or to be able to attain stuff for yourself is irrelevant what the hell everybody else is thinking, right? And we talking about you doing everything morally right and you're not doing it wrong or anything like that. But you got to really just make sure that you mentally in tune with, look, this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Because if it goes along with other people feeling a certain way or accepting certain things you're doing, you ain't gonna last too long. And so you got to understand, when self-doubt starts creeping in, people not really, buying into what you're trying to do and stuff like that, you gotta understand that you're not gonna be in the game for a while if that's the thing. So you got to make sure that you motivating yourself. And again, don't worry, guys. I'm gonna give you guys, my tips on, how to stay motivated and how to avoid burnout. Okay, I got you covered with that. We're just talking in general what causes a lot of these things. Again, we're talking about, getting bored, self-doubt. You got people that not supporting. You got some folks that can be downright hating anything you do. Man, my ex-father-in-law, man, agent, hater, federal hater number one. That was him. Everything that I would try to do. And again, you're talking about, I'm a man that's had some success, never been, knock on wood, never really encountered, really financial issues. But my ex-father-in-law, man, no matter what I said, man, I'm thinking about doing this. It was some kind of negative context. It was context, rather. It wasn't any kind of critique that kind of had me thinking about it. Because we all know we have those people in our lives say, hey, man, make sure you think about this. Make sure you think about that. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. It didn't run across my mind. Or, hey, I got it covered. It was always, hey, a lot of people doing that. I started the tax business. I know a girl do that. They don't make that much money. Started my studio. Well, not too many people in the music. We started even doing the YouTube, man. Man, there's little kids stuff playing. It was always something, right? And I don't know what the hell wrong with that, man. I wish him well, but I just say this to understand that there are people, no matter what the hell you do, they're gonna have something negative. Why they do it? I'm not a therapist, not a psychologist. Why they not doing their own? I have no damn idea. The sad part about a lot of times these people are close to you, and not that you even need that confirmation to do things, but just sometimes when you going through stuff and you're trying to build, and you already got, like I said, we talk about just self-doubt with yourself. Hell, somebody else adding to it is rough. But you're gonna have those people that actually they're gonna make comments, they're gonna say certain things for whatever reason, different way they look at it. They jealous, ignorant. I don't know, but you got to be able to just move past that, because at the end of the day, we're still talking about your vision, your plan for success for yourself has to be above all what everybody else is saying. Okay, all right, you have to make sure that, guys, because everybody's not gonna be happy for you. Everybody's not going to be, you go girl, you go boy. Everybody ain't going to do that. Some folks are going to be in certain situations where they in personal funks. They can't get out of it for whatever reason. They ain't your damn business, because you have a hard time trying to figure out stuff for yourself, but trying to figure out why the hell this person they got such a problem with what I'm trying to do in life. Why did this person, feel so funny about what I'm trying to do? You'll never figure it out. You'll never, ever, ever figure it out. Because the worst thing we do, we talk about this all the time, is try to make logic and common sense with shit that ain't logical, right? Somebody saying something crazy, somebody doing something stupid. You trying to put common sense with why they thinking that way. You'll never figure it out. So the time you spend wasting to do that is taken away from the time you need to be focusing on you staying in the game with your business. Okay, so just really remember that. Don't try to make logic of the illogical. Okay, crazy people gonna be crazy, right? And the thing about it, when you start trying to analyze and figure out crazy people, it's gonna do what? Make your ass crazy too. So make sure you stay away from that. There's a financial piece. Again, shit, money don't grow on trees. You said that you invested in the business, things not going as fast. But what? Like we said again, shit, them bills still coming. Now you're trying to figure out, like, it's not even an issue of me quitting. Hell, I can't even keep the doors open. And we know how what monetarily things like that does. It brings a lot of stress. Especially when you start talking about, you have families and responsibilities and things like that. How am I going to be able to handle this? Because what you don't want to have is you ready this hole in the ship starts sinking, and all of a sudden the damn thing capsizes. And when it starts capsizing, it's taking everything down with it. Not just the business, but your family, your home, reputation, all kind of stuff. So now we're sitting there like, damn, how in the hell can I avoid just having this big, mess up that it's supposed to be something that I would love to do. I've dreamed about doing, but now this shit is causing such a headache, a heartache. Do I really want to do it, right? Do I really want to deal with it? Because I'm about to go broke behind it. And I'm pretty sure you guys have seen so many instances where people had money, try to do something with the business and then work. Next thing you know, all kind of shit. All the money gone. You seen that with the damn PPP and these disaster loans. I mean, that's not to make fun of nobody, but a lot of times you see a lot of people ready to, because they had access to the income, shit, they did things they probably normally wouldn't have done, right? And tonight, before I get off track, tonight again we're talking about don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, how to avoid burnout. Again, don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, and how to avoid burnout. We're just going over a couple ways that can cause people to lose motivation and to enter into burnout. You know, that whole financial piece, money real funny. And again, you start when it's one thing, you know, you ain't getting no damn support or words, but that money start going away, stuff got to change. You know, we got to start making hard decisions. Am I gonna keep on fighting? Am I gonna start punning shit? Am I gonna start sacrificing stuff, you know, and everything? And then when we start making sacrifices, stuff going left again, being what your significant other may say, right? You know, your girl now she cussing you out, she saying things that, you know, she at one point she was cool, you know, but now things starting to change. You know, ladies, you got your man, he was sitting there, you know, he was with it at first when, you know, it was, you know, adding supplemental income, but now it's adding a supplemental damn debt. And now he has different opinions about what you're doing and how everything gonna be able to stay down. And now we're rethinking things. We're rethinking things at all. I thought a real cool movie was the movie Acrimony. It was a Tyler Perry movie, but the guy was an inventor, and he was married to his childhood sweetheart, and he had this invention. He was some kind of electrical dancer or conductor. And long story short, they went probably 20 years. They lost the home that her mother gave her. They went through all the savings and everything, dead broke. And she stayed down. She stayed down reluctantly, but she stayed down. And I would recommend, even though it was a kind of like a thriller twister movie, but it was a real good movie in regards to just entrepreneurial resiliency. It was a real good movie. Just for looking again, it was Acrimony, a Tyler Perry movie. But I remember the one key moment in the movie when the guy finally got a chance to talk to an investor, and the investor, you know, threw a pitch up, threw a number out there at him, and he told the investor no, because he felt he knew the true value of his product. He felt it should be worth more than that. Now we start going into feelings and emotional things. I always tell you guys, we can feel one thing, but at the end of the day, the market determines what it's going to pay for what we're doing out there, right? So again, this brother felt he should get a certain amount of money. That investor told him, get the hell on, kick rocks. Wife found out. Now they've been going through it over 20 years. They done lost everything, no more money. That hey, he turned it down. He said I couldn't do it and everything. Let's wait for the next thing. She couldn't do it. She jumped ship. She jumped damn ship and stuff. Can't say she was wrong because she stayed down. They got an opportunity to get some change. He didn't want it, right? But he felt, again, that he knew his value, his product, and everything. Again, I'm not getting into this claim. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but again, this happened. And again, this is fiction. Luckily for him, somebody comes back later. I don't even know who the same investor or not. They came back or not. I think it was they came back to him again, but they did on his terms. He got the money he wanted, became a worldwide success. The wife that left him, he squared her up and everything. In regards, rebought her mom's house, gave her back the money, and a whole lot of then some on top of that. And but he ended up getting a new wife and a baby, and she went ballistic and everything. But with that said, you have to believe in what you're doing so much that when things are going rough, things are going tough, that you're gonna stay down. You gotta. That's entrepreneurship. Because shit is not gonna go right all the time. It's not. It is not. I'm just letting you guys know. You have to have this vision. You have to have this plan. You gotta believe in yourself. When nobody else is believing in you, you have to. You're gonna see so many videos on the internet, especially social media. You want to start a business, do this. It's the simplest shit in the world. And it sounds so easy. But I'm just telling you, we talking about, again, like I said, I'm 21 years in the game. And I'm not going to sit here and talk like, hey, I'm damn Warren Buffett or something like Steve Jobs or Bezos or anything like that. But I done pretty good for myself. And I can see and tell you, this stuff ain't easy. And we start going like, hey, you can sell this way, sell that way, speak this way, speak that way. That stuff, that's easy to say. But most of it just come down to really how resilient you're going to be. How much you're going to let failures or setbacks. And I don't really look at stuff being failures. I say they're learning moments. But how much you decide, how much you let that be an impact on you. You working to do this particular deal, it fell through. You try to get this certain kind of contract, it fell through. You thought you were going to be able to get, this certain site or get, this new product for sale, shit fell through. Try to buy this new kind of business and everything, the lender disappeared. You got all these things that potentially can put you in a different stratosphere, and the shit didn't happen. The next thing didn't happen, and now you're sitting there like, what the hell am I going to do next? What the hell am I going to do next? Because I tried, and things not happening. Now, you still working and doing things like that, staying busy, but the promised land ain't came yet. And everybody asks you questions. You still got that little business? You still doing that? Oh, man, you still got that going on? Like something damn wrong with it. And those kind of thoughts come into your head. Man, should I be doing this? Man, I'm out going and let this stuff go. This shit ain't going the way it is and everything. But one thing you got to keep in mind, when we going down a certain path, we might feel like, hell, we going 5-10 miles an hour. But if somebody looking at us, they're like, damn, man, they at a point that I want to be at. Shit, you look like you're going 100 miles an hour to them. And the same thing with another person. As we progress in life and as we start doing things, especially from an entrepreneur standpoint, a business standpoint, things get more and more challenging because it's new and it's different, right? On the way things ain't gonna say, changes, you're doing the same thing. That's what we talked about, boredom, complacency, things like that. But everybody got different vantage points of where they want to be at in life. You can sit here and say, well, I got certain standards where I want to be. That's cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. But again, we got to be realistic about where we heading at entrepreneurship. Because again, tonight we're talking about don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, how to avoid burnout. I want you guys to understand when you go into the whole world of entrepreneurship, that's the most important things. You got your damn head together. You got to have your head together and be mentally prepared to go through a lot of BS. I don't think nobody has any problem with counting money. I don't think nobody got any problem with being successful. But you're going to have a gazillion and one challenges trying to just handle shortcomings, failures, people owing your damn money, owing you money, other stuff coming in, family members, partners leaving, folk getting sick, hell, you getting sick, all kind of stuff. Your vendors changing the damn prices on you. You got another customer came out of nowhere. Your bank, all kind of stuff. Stuff is going to happen. Stuff is going to happen. But you determine the impact that stuff is going to have on you. You determine how impactful that stuff is going to happen to you, okay? But that still come back to mental toughness. We done talked about all the different things that can happen to you to throw off your motivation to cause burnout. We done talked about that again. Now I'm going to give you guys some solutions to help you stay motivated and how to avoid burnout, okay? Again, that's what we're talking about tonight. Don't quit being an entrepreneur. How to stay motivated, how to avoid burnout. And again, I'm Deonte Burden, aka Mr. Short Dollar himself. We live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. The main hub with all the videos is the Mr. Short Dollar YouTube channel. Go to Mr. Short Dollar on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, take advantage of all the great information that is on the YouTube channel, okay? Guys, when we start talking about game, AD, how do I stay damn motivated? How I don't get burnt the hell out? How I don't want to just jump off a damn bridge and do all this other kind of stuff that people do when they get into these funks and everything. I appreciate the support. Thanks a lot. And that's what I want to give you guys. Again, one of the first things you got to understand, you guys know I'm former military, so a lot of the principle that I use principle that I learned in the military, and I'm all about structure, making sure that you got as many systems in place. Now, if you're new in entrepreneurship, you're new in business, I understand. You're like, hey man, look, I don't know. I'm coming straight out of the work world. Hell, I ain't in the work world. I just want to actually get a business and stuff. I had a dream and stuff like that. I get it. but you still gotta have some kind of structure, right? We gotta have things set in place. Make sure you get a good thing to check out is the business I did. I mean, the show I did rather on the basic business blueprint. I think it's like 13 steps I got set up, for starting the business, different things you need to have in place. Just have your legitimate business, the actual entity set up. And we start talking about that's one part, having the business set up, properly covered, being it incorporated, bank accounts, attorney, the contracts, insurance, all that kind of stuff, social media. We got all that stuff together. So we got the actual business structure together. And then we start talking about operational structure. That being planned, how your business is going to run, who's going to run your business, how they're going to run your business. Different authorities each person is going to have, things they can do, things they can't do, how much you're going to pay them. We start talking about price structure. Start thinking about price structure. I got videos on all this stuff, how to price your products, cost your products, breaking even analysis, all these things you need to do prior to getting your business started. Okay, prior to getting your business started. It may seem like a lot, but again, when you get in business and you start making money and you start getting business, the last damn thing you want to do is have to pump the brakes to go back and fix this leak, fix that leak, fix this leak, take this up, because that happens all the time when people don't sit down and try to get the proper structure. It's no different from building a house. If you got the house on a shaky foundation, soon as it's done, you're ready to move in, everything now this leaking, that's cracking, that's falling apart. It happens all the time, and your business will be the same damn way. So spend your little time. I understand you've had a dream about doing this business for years and stuff. You have no damn time to postpone things for a couple months because Deonte said it, and because I'm ready right now to do it. Yeah, but trust me, and it's not a knock on anybody. There's been a lot of people have been in a rush, and they tell D ain't got time to wait on that. D, I know what to do. And I get a phone call a year or two later. I should have listened to you, D. Man, we had to close up. We had this. We going through this. We're going through that. The state done called me. The IRS called me. We couldn't get a contract because this stuff wasn't set up. It happened all the time. When you young, you feel like stuff just takes too long. As we get older, say north of 40, north of 35, we feel like we ain't got that much time, right? At the end of the day, the time frame still the time frame. Business ain't going nowhere. Money ain't going nowhere. It's always going to be there. So don't force nothing. Because when we force stuff, now we got to go back in recovery mode and spend more damn time repairing and fixing instead of going out here and getting more money, right? Get the framework and structure together first. So when it's time for you to hit the ground running, you ain't concentrate on nothing but your business, not fixing leaks and patching up and all this other kind of stuff, okay? So get your structure together. Again, we're talking about how to stay motivated, how to avoid burnouts. Number one, get your structure together. The second thing I want you guys to know, just proper planning. A big thing we probably 15, 20 years ago, we used to make a lot of money just drafting business plans for people. People don't really want a business plan on damn all. People just want to just do because they figure they can look on social media, talk to other people and get everything together. And, you out your damn mind. It's going to come back and bite you in the butt. And if you have a whole team in place of people that are actually versed with doing business, you got this whole board and stuff like that, you are at an advantage because you got different, people to kick ideas, but still gonna have some kind of planning. I'm on several boards, guys, and I'm sitting here telling you we still do strategic planning meetings. We still do that. You have to make sure you got your plan set up, because here's the thing about it. When you don't have a plan that's not written down is nothing but a dream. And a lot of times people don't want to write stuff down because it doesn't make you accountable. See, I can say a lot of stuff about what I want to try to do, right? But until I physically write it down and I got it on paper and I got to go back to it, looking at it, this is what we planned. This is what we budgeted. This is what we forecasted. This is what we said we're going to do. If I don't have that wrote down, and I can always pull the BS of, I forgot, or I did say that, or I didn't know. See, plans keep us accountable. Now, the thing with plans can always adjust, plans can always change. You got to keep that in mind so you're not stuck to it. But it gives you some kind of guide on how you're going to go about everything, right? How you going to sit here and sell your product, how you going to market your product, how you going to advertise your product, how you going to manage your business, all that kind of stuff. That's what your plan is going to be doing, right? Something changed, prices go up, COVID-19, pandemic, partner leave. You can always make adjustments. but you don't have no kind of preparation besides your damn brain, hey, you're gonna be SOL. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I've seen it so much. The first quarter of the year, that's what I made a bulk of my money doing taxes. The last 4, 5, 6 months out of the year, I'm out here doing business consulting. So I have seen it all in all different kind of industries, guys. You cannot avoid planning. You cannot avoid planning. And if you look at some of the most seasoned businesses, look at your Fortune 500 companies. They're always having investor meetings, investor relation meetings, board meetings. They're doing this stuff all the time. Executive meetings. They're doing it all the time because they're planning. So if you got these businesses that are making billions of damn dollars, and they're constantly doing plans, they're constantly doing projections, they're constantly evolving and changing and adjusting to the economy, to society, to laws, and all this stuff. Why the hell you can't do it with your mom and pop? Why are you above it? Because it's work. Don't avoid work. I'm telling you guys, like I just said, get the structure together, do proper planning, right? It's gonna take you a little time, but I'm telling you, you're gonna save yourself so much damn time and save yourself so much damn money because you got that taken care of, guys. Please don't avoid that whole planning aspect. One key thing, guys, I want to tell you guys, make sure you exercise and taking care of yourself. Health is wealth. You don't really understand like how impactful you not taking care of yourself can be a detriment to what you're trying to do with your business. You can be, trust me, I've been out there before. Trying to run all these damn tax offices, trying to get all that money and stuff like that. Next thing you know, you can't get out the damn bed. You're sick. You can't all this. Look, money is gonna be there. If it's gonna be in the form of paper, if it's gonna be digital, whatever the hell, money gonna be there. But and it's tons of it's gonna be able to go around. But understand, it's only one you. It's only one you. It's only one you. Guys, don't ever forget that. You gotta take care of yourself. Gotta take care of yourself. Try to exercise 3 days a week. Go to your doctor's appointments. Eat a good meal and stuff like that. I'm not no damn personal trainer and stuff like that. I try my damnedest, try to get enough 5 days a week, work it out, burn out. I feel pretty good about myself for doing it. Got no certain regimen for you, but just whatever. Get some kind of activity going. Take care of yourself. You have to do that, okay? Because being a business owner is so damn stressful. There are so many things that are going to happen that you have no plans for, and it's going to knock you down, stress you out, whatever. And you have to be in a situation where you can actually break a sweat, get some of that stuff out, get that tension off your head, get that tension off your neck, get you a massage and stuff like that. You got to be able to do that. You got to try to exercise, take care of yourself, get something going, okay? With that, guys. I can't stress that to you enough. Another thing, guys, is, even with the exercise piece, make sure you get your chance to go vacation, relax, take you some breaks here and there. Stuff gets stressful. One big thing, you guys know, I'm an accountant by profession, and a lot of time we'll be doing audits. Those words and numbers can get to like this, and you spending looking through hundreds of transactions trying to find why you're a nickel off. In the morning, it look clear. By 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you can't even see it. The damn paper blurred. Sometimes you just gotta get away. Things that usually be obvious to you certain days of the week or certain times of the day, rather. I mean, it's just difficult, right? Or you done had a stressful week or a stressful series of things going on. Sometimes you gotta step away. Give me a second, y'all. Let me figure it out. Give me a minute, and be cool with it. Be cool with it. You're not Superwoman, Superman, Wonder Woman, whatever. You're human. You ain't the first damn person stressed out by shit. You ain't gonna be the last one. So sometimes you gotta make sure, hey, look, let me relax. Give me a second or two. We gotta know it now. We gotta find out now. No, hell you don't. Well, you ain't finna get it now. And be okay with that. Be okay with telling folks, hold up, pump your brakes. Shit, give me a minute. Be okay with that. And if people can't deal with it, let them get the hell on. Because again, it's only one you. It's only one you. And I'm telling you, just like I can say, I've been in the game 21 years. I've seen so many people got so many damn health issues and doing stuff. They've been doing stuff with me, and they look a damn mess, right? I still try. I try to keep my baby face. I got my grades and everything, stuff I didn't have. But I think kind of looking at comparison with a lot of folks that hadn't really been on top of things with themselves. I think I've been doing okay. But you got to, in all seriousness, make sure you take some time for yourself. Relax. I think I do a decent job for it. I used to do a damn pitiful job of it 10, 15 years ago. 'Cause I was just so consumed with money. Not for my personal greed, trying to, build this for, the kids, the family, all the other BS. Now, shit, I make sure Deonte fine. Because I had a mentor of mine, and I appreciate Artie when he told me that, hey, if Deonte ain't straight, ain't nobody straight. And I needed somebody to tell me that. And I also had to believe that too. So again, make sure you take care of you, make sure you exercise and you make sure you relax. Another thing is, guys, get you a good mentor. Get you a good mentor. I've been blessed to get some good mentors over the years and stuff. And the key component we even have the mentors, you got to shut the hell up and listen, right? A person ain't really a damn mentor if you're not going to believe in what they're saying. Now, again, that doesn't mean you're going to agree with what they say. But when I say believe in what they're saying, that they genuinely coming from a point of trying to help you. They may tell you things, you're like, that's some good advice, but it's not really applicable to what I'm trying to do. Or they shoot something like, damn, that is something to think about, but I already got this plan. So it doesn't mean you're going to do everything your mentor tell you to do, but you're getting somebody to give you some good, solid game that has your best interest in mind. And to my credit, I will say I've done a good job of listening to my mentors. And trust me. I've heard shit that I really didn't want to damn hear. Some stuff that really cut me the wrong way. But at the end of the day, you gotta sit there inside. You know how things are working for you, with the way you doing. Right? So you see that you going down this damn downward path, or downward spiral, trying to do what the hell you want to do. So sometimes again, you may want to just shut the hell up. Say, let me try this. You can't really do it, but let me try it, right? Mentor ain't gotta be older than you. They ain't gotta be a certain gender. They ain't gotta be at a certain income level, right? It ain't gotta be straight with the business you're doing. Sometimes it just be a common sense mentor. But again, the key thing, you want to make sure they got a gain interest of you being successful. That be in life, business, family, health, whatever it is. But get you some good mentors, some people that are gonna holler at you, and get people that aren't going to just yes them, whatever the hell you say. Get people that gonna be like, nah, D, that's messed up. I called one of my mentors the other day. Shout out to the man Daryl Crawford. I called Daryl and I asked him about moving some investments, and I called him about a year ago, the same thing. He said, D, I'll tell you the same shit I told you a year ago. I'll tell you now. I told you this on the show the other week. Do this. And I told you that before. Yeah, he told me that before, and I felt like a big ass dummy. But I should have listened to the man. The man was right, I felt like, okay, I wanted to wait. I had my reasons. Not nothing emotional, but I had my reasons for doing it. But again, I had to just, man, listen, man, really give me some solid game. And he said, I'm telling you to do this like I told you before, and my reason is the same. Cool. I done lost by damn $12,000 in the past over the past year in a particular fund. At some point, I just need to shut the hell up and let me go and move my money. I was just waiting for it to get back on top. You see how smart I am. I'm smart enough to get the hell on, but I'm damn dumb enough to keep trying to do things that weren't working, right? So again, I am human. But yeah, make sure you got some good mentors, right? Again, make sure they got a gain interest of you being successful, regardless of what road to success, business person, whatever, but they just care about you doing well. And they're going to be honest with you. To tell you, hey, this is effed up. Well, you should have not that bad. No, it's effed up. That's what I loved about the military. There was no gray area. It wasn't like, you can do a little, it's not that bad. No, it was messed. There was no other way around it. And I always love and appreciate that genuine honesty, right? Because on the flip side this is how you do it right? And that's how, I roll. I'm going to be one way with you, honest with you. I ain't going to be like, yeah, it's okay. No. And you should want people to be the same way with you, because a little bit of fixing, a little bit of help, a little bit of change, it still be catastrophic for you. If it's right or wrong, do it the damn right way. Even if it's painful, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's going to take you longer, even if it may be a little bit more expensive, the right way is the right way, and you got to go back fixing stuff, and it probably help you out in the big picture a whole lot better than you trying to cut corners or try to patch up stuff here and there. Another thing is, guys, look for groups. Groups, when I'm talking about like mastermind groups, I'm solid on getting coaches and stuff like that. I'm a big proponent for myself participating in mastermind groups. I can share with you guys, be very honest with you. I didn't start making money till I started paying for games. When I mean, just really getting solid coaches, joining mastermind groups, getting around like people. That doesn't mean people that I was gonna think the way you're gonna think. You know, I'm not a big proponent when people start saying, you know, change your circle and get around stuff. I got my business friends and I got my personal friends. My personal friends that I grew up on Bankhead with, those my partners. I don't want to talk business with them. They got a question, we'll talk about it. But we together because man, that's my boy. That's my homegirl. We like just watching the game, tripping out. We have a drink, whatever. That's what I want to do with them. I don't want to be talking about damn business 24/7. I ain't wild like that. Everybody don't think like me, but you don't have to be engulfed with all this. Well, look at your circle of you. I've seen these videos about your circle of terms, all that kind of stuff. No hell it ain't. No hell it ain't. Yeah, I mean, if you got that's your main partner that loves you and they care about you being successful. They don't care about how much money you got or how successful you are. That's your partner, and you ain't got to compromise that. You ain't got to compromise that. You don't need to talk to them about business because sometimes you're going to, like we just say, you're going to need to get the hell away from business for about an hour or two. Man, let's go have a drink. Let's go trip out this, that, and that. Because that's just how life is. And this stuff will burn your ass out if you totally engulfed into it, worrying about videos, worrying about websites, worrying about emails, worrying about this, making sales. It'll drive your ass crazy. So there's nothing wrong with having friends, family, and things to do outside of this, okay? It will burn you out. I hear these videos with doing it. I'm just saying, again, it sounds good to me. It sounds good to me. But again, you a human. You're going to need to decompress. You're going to want to enjoy your money, right? Listen, don't buy into that, right? Keep that stuff separate. But again, getting good groups, again, those mastermind groups and stuff, we're doing it. Look into doing it. Like I said, again, when I started making money, that's when I started getting into groups with people that had a shared interest, the tax business. Scott Johnson Huddle, he had I read his book, I'm thinking maybe 2010, 2012. What was the book? Was it Jackpot? Something like that, but how to start $1 million tax business. The guy, he's based out of Virginia. He was talking about how he took his family business over, I think in the late 90s or mid 90s. He's a marketing guy. And his father had a tax business. I think the business was making about $50,000 a year. And when he came in, he finally came into the family business, but he came with a marketing approach and how he just turned the business from $50,000 to a couple of years later, they were pulling in $2 million a year. I read the book, followed him on social media for a couple of years. I'm like, I didn't want to pay $2,000 to go to a 2-day seminar. I'm like, no, I ain't getting that man that kind of money. I fought with it, wrestled with it, look from the sidelines and everything. I said, damn, let me, guys, I'm based in Atlanta. Let me pay a little money. I had one of my old high school teammates. He had a seminar in Phoenix. Me and him go chop it up. If it's some bogus money, I'll just pay it. But, I can go holler at my partner while I'm out there in Phoenix. Never been there before. Man, I'm tell you something. When I went out there to that seminar, 2 days, paid $2,000 for it. When I say my business revenue quadrupled. And one damn year doing a lot of Simple Simon shit that I really hadn't thought about. I was in a room with different tax business owners, and it was from the whole gamut. Some new to the business, some in the game 20-some years too. But everybody sharing struggles, kicking out different things that were working for them that wasn't working. Everybody, and here was the genuine thing about it, everybody being transparent because everybody had one common goal. What? To make more damn money. So if you was new in the business, wasn't doing anything, or you was in the business, you making money on top of money or whatever, it wasn't that kind of energy. It was more so like everybody just getting our game. Everybody just talking, sharing information. So I say this to say, when you can do, anytime you can get in kind of points where you can get coaching, you can do collaborations, you can do meetings and stuff like that, networking or whatever, put yourself in that situation, put the egos to the side, put pride to the side. Be okay with like, look, man, I ain't making that kind of money now because everybody want to. I'm here in Atlanta, and I mean, hell, Atlanta different. Every damn body, somebody in Atlanta. Shit, I don't even give a damn. They can catch the damn bus somewhere, and they a walking CEO. Ain't got damn dollar in their damn pocket. Ain't got damn dollar. I mean, the key to start the car. But they somebody. Atlanta different. And I say this to say, be okay with shit being regular. What's wrong being regular? Especially you got a direction you heading into. But when you just so far back, ahead, and you above getting criticism, you're above getting coaching, you're above getting critique, your ass ain't gonna go too far. And you ain't gonna have a lot of people want to reach out and help you either, right? Okay, that's another thing, because when you put yourself, well, I know this, you can't tell me this, that, and that. Ain't two people don't give a damn about helping your ass. I don't give a damn. You know every damn thing. You know everybody. You got everything. What the hell you need me to talk to you for? So you got to put yourself in a position to be approachable, to be coachable, right? But that's been very, very beneficial to me, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you about the groups, the mentors, and stuff like that. I would, recommend. I won't say I would have did it differently, because again, I watched that man for a couple of years before I actually decided to go to one of his seminars, and he based in Virginia. He do them in different places in the country, but I went to the one in Phoenix, paid the money. And since then, I've been in other mastermind groups. You guys know I'm part of the Black Speakers Empire of Lawrence Watkins, Boyce Watkins' brother, him and Al Duncan. I've been part of that for the past 4 or 5 years. Turned around my whole way of approaching deliverables and doing things from a social media standpoint with the channel. And, the proof is in the pudding. From the growth that we've had from a social media standpoint, we're doing it and stuff. There's a lot of things that I haven't done that I could be doing. They probably put me in another stratosphere. But these are just examples of me personally paying money to get game and benefiting from it. Have I ever went to a seminar where it wasn't beneficial, it didn't work out? Absolutely. But you just try to do your due diligence. I wouldn't recommend you making some kind of big investment. Well, I make big investment, anything over $1,000, unless you've done solid due diligence with doing it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'm not saying don't do it, but just do a very solid job with due diligence. That means asking, watching reviews, looking at social media, poking at different people, trying to get ideas. And you still can get burned or don't get a certain thing with that. But I can't put a value tag on being in situations with like people. When I say like people, y'all totally different, but y'all got the same struggle. Y'all both trying to, sell these t-shirts. Y'all both trying to get into this baking industry. We both trying to get this restaurant off the ground. All us sitting in here, man. This is the software we use. This is the equipment I use. This is the insurance I use. And now you get into stuff that you never damn heard of, because all y'all got this shared struggle. Y'all sharing this kind of information. But if your ego, your pride so high, you don't want to talk to nobody, because you got everybody feel like, okay, listen, I'm riding like this, I'm in my private jet, but you ain't got no damn money. But I see this person like they damn homeless. But I know they making ends on top of ends. Pride to the side, put yourself in a position where you can get some game, where you can get some advice, where you can get some coaching, okay? Value. I can't stress that to you guys enough. The next thing is, and this is the last thing is, man, we start talking about avoiding burnout, staying motivated. Man, enjoy your money. Take your ass on vacation, go get you a massage, go party. I always like saying the Puff Daddy said, work hard, play hard. And I love the party, I love to have a good time. I'm always gonna make sure, anybody knows me, I'm a very, very cheap person. I'm not gonna sit here and just get my money, spend it. That ain't never been me. You can't stay in business 21 damn years. Yeah, it's gonna check. I'm cool, but I make sure I enjoy my money. I make sure that I take care of me. I will say this with anybody: make sure you take care of yourself. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Do proper planning. Make sure it's there for that. You got to allocate it. For every $5 you make, you might put one of them dollars over there to your party fund, to your trip fund, your movie fund, whatever you want to indulge in that can make you have a good time. I'm sorry, my eye been running. Whatever you can do with that, make sure you got that set to the side. You got one life to live, and I want you guys to make sure you guys are totally enjoying it, okay? And that's kind of it, guys. I have a quick live feed again, because I know how it is. It was on me to have a discussion with you guys again about don't quit entrepreneurship. I love being an entrepreneur. I love being in business, right? I don't knock in a way where like, hey, do this, don't get a job. I'm all about you being happy in life. So if you're happy going to work every day, clocking in, do it. If you're happy, getting up, running your business, do it. Whatever makes you happy. But I do know how, I know how stressful it is to go to the damn job. And I definitely know how stressful and extremely scary it is to be an entrepreneur, because it's a very, very, very lonely walk. It's a very lonely walk because one thing I always tell people, you can't have the security of a job, but want the freedom of an entrepreneur. And you push yourself, you want this freedom, but it's scary as shit to get this freedom. So anytime that you can actually want to go down that path of entrepreneurship, I applaud you, and I'm proud of you for doing it. But it's one thing to say I'm in business, and it's another thing to be doing everything for you to be a legitimate business owner. That'd be making a plan and everything, planning, structure, busting your tail, ignoring the naysayers and stuff like that, staying motivated, avoiding burnout, taking care of you, doing those things to be in a position where you can enjoy all the things you work for, seeing the people you care about being able to enjoy it. Okay, so that's why I really wanted the direction I want a lot of you guys to go into. Okay, so with that said, that was our discussion. Again, don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated, how to avoid burnout. Right now, I'm gonna open the floor up again. We've been streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and Twitter. If anybody got any questions outside of what we talked about, the floor is yours right now. So if you got an investing, personal finance, business, whatever, the floor yours. So get a few minutes. You guys let me know if you got any questions or anything with that. Let me see if I got anything coming out of the pipe for you guys. Nothing right now. I had to change platforms for the how to start your own tax business course. That's why I haven't pushed anything out there. We're going to be moving over to another platform. We're doing that. Hopefully that's done within the next couple of weeks. I apologize. I was pushing that about this stuff ready for you guys beginning of September. Didn't like how it was going, so we're probably talking about maybe the first week of October. Everything be back up and running with that. So please stay dialed in with that. This week, is it Mr. Short Dollar this week or Change Your Lives? Well, I can't damn remember. I got another YouTube channel, Change Your Lives, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Where we talk about personal finance, motivation, family, parenting, things like that. I rotate every Thursday between the two shows. I think Change Your Lives is this week. I'm not for sure, guys, with that. But I do videos for both channels all the time. Right now, I'm even streaming live on Change Your Lives as well. Because it's kind of close subject in regards to the entrepreneurship, even the self-care and personal taking care of yourself. So make sure you go to both YouTube channels, Mr. Short Dollar and Change Your Life, hosted by yours truly, Deonte Burden. Subscribe. And both channels have over 400 videos. You can take advantage of all the great information we've been putting out there for you guys. But is anybody else? See, Westside Midfield, that Lab or Reek, what's going on? I don't know which one of y'all on there. I appreciate you tuning in. Again, we got the live feed tonight. We're talking about don't quit being an entrepreneur, how to stay motivated and avoid burnout. So I guess that's it, guys. I ain't heard nothing else from anybody else. If you have any questions later, just in for the rest of the videos we have coming down the pipe. But I love you guys. I appreciate all the support you guys been giving me over the years. And, anything pop back up, just reach out to me, post on the video and stuff. We'll keep it moving from there. Take care of yourself, guys. Love you. Be safe. And I will talk to you soon. Mm-hmm.